grief for the dead and for himself. "Look at me," I said. "Look at me." I waited for his eyes to meet mine. He had to understand what was happening and that everything would be okay. "Do you remember who drew your blood earlier today? Who did it?" "Who?" I asked him, demanded of him. "You did. It was you," he replied. Holding his blood in my right hand, I reached into my pocket with my left, demonstratively. I took out the blood I had held onto, and I told him, "This is some of the blood I drew from you earlier. This is yours. There was extra. This blood came from you." He didn't look blank, exactly. It was the moment just before understanding. I looked at him, at his commander, and then turned and put the blood I just drew from him into a Sharps container bin. The garbage. I threw the new blood draw away, and I put the vials I drew on him earlier down in front of me and set about filling out my document. The only lie was the time of that blood draw. I was falsifying a document. But that was his blood. I drew it, and it never left my custody. There was no way he was going to have clean blood for this draw. I knew it. His commander knew it. He knew it. Whether the commander thought I was swapping out someone else's blood for his, the pilot and I knew. That was the pilot's blood. It was just the extra vials I drew earlier. Relief washed over the room. The pilot mumbled something to his commander. I knew I was committing a crime, but the pilot was not drunk or under the influence in any way during that accident, nor when he came to me the first time. Upon his return, he was not drunk, but there would be alcohol in his blood. If that blood ran, his career would be over. And it would be over unjustly, because he was sober when I got the first sample. I don't remember the look on his face afterwards, or what either of them said to me in gratitude. I was hearing my heartbeat and the blood rushing in my ears because I knew it would be me doing time in the brig if anyone knew what I had just done. I blew them off, waved them away, and out of the room. They couldn't walk out triumphantly. They couldn't show that their spirits had lifted. Couldn't slap me on the back. They had to leave now without a fuss, so no one had any idea what I had just done. It bothers me. I'm a liar. I faked official documents. I feel terrible about it. But I'd do it again. It was the right thing to do. Even if it messes with me to this day, it's good to get it off of my chest.